I first got into Bitcoin in May 2017. I didn't have a clue what was going on. Of course, I bought all the way up to the top. I got family buying nearly at the top, didn't understand it. And, if you stay in Bitcoin for an epoch or a 4-year cycle, or I always put a 5-year chart up, and nobody should look at anything less than 5 years if they're going to invest into Bitcoin. But the interesting thing is, for those that are new on the channel, or for those that have found Bitcoin this year or last year, you want to go back and look at some of the videos that podcasters, YouTubers have done, including me, and you look at what we did not have out there. What we had was, the likes of Buffett calling it rat poison squared, Jamie Dimon saying if any of my employees are ever involved in Bitcoin, they'll be instantly fired. And we had no support for Bitcoin. Then we had the block size war, and we had the forks and everything else, and nobody knew what the heck was going to happen with Bitcoin. And here we are in 2022, and I feel that is all so behind us now that, for them to try and take this thing down, to try and stop this thing, I don't know what your view is, Dennis, but it's just too big, in my opinion. Now, I do believe that, as Mark Moss rightly said on his pod this morning that I watched with Preston, he was saying that, we need to be aware that there could very well be the next Black Swan event that they plan, and it might revolve around, internet security, and maybe they want to go down the route of making us all have an ID, otherwise we can't get on the internet, more surveillance state. What is your thought around that lot?
Well, they might be planning a Black Swan event to take down Bitcoin, but I think Bitcoin is the Black Swan event that is taking down governments around the world. We ultimately are taking power back over the money printer, and there's nothing they can do to stop that. Ultimately, Bitcoin will win, and I think we're in a much better position than we were. Like, I remember in 2017, everyone was like, there's no way governments are going to allow this thing to happen. And I think we all understood to some degree that they didn't have a choice, but that they would fight it. Like, it would be this big battle between governments and Bitcoin. I personally just don't see it playing out that way. I think that Bitcoin's incentive structure is so strong that even governments will want to adopt it, and even governments will want to mine Bitcoin. We already see that playing out. It's already happened in El Salvador. That's the proof right there. They are buying Bitcoin, they are mining Bitcoin, and they're jumping way in front of everybody else. But other countries are going to come along, and I think the United States is that other country. I think that we really can be a player in this sector. I don't really believe in this idea that we have to destroy the United States in order for Bitcoin to win. So I think that's where we're headed.